So tonight has been extremely interesting. I haven't been vlogging just because, I figure I've been doing too much of that stuff. And I haven't really been alone much. But I got to make a note of this. It's 5:59 p.m. I am right now rolling out of the dollar returns. And I ran into Rain again. That's her name, Rain. And if that name doesn't sound familiar, she's the extremely gorgeous woman that I mentioned. Picked me up when I thought I was flagging down somebody else. There goes Steve. When I thought I was flagging somebody else when I was down by the electric chargers, just a few weeks back. I was down by the electric chargers over on the dollar lot. I forget why I was there. But I just remember I flagged somebody that was driving by, thinking it was an up-down driver, and I was surprised by just probably the most gorgeous woman I've ever seen here, which is saying something. It was a Hertz employee, and she just gave me a ride. I'm trying to remember where she gave me a ride to. I think she just gave me a ride up to dollar returns. Not like she took me far, and I could have certainly walked it. But I haven't seen her since, and I just assumed she worked in the office or something. But she's doing dollar returns right now. I'm just kind of excited because I didn't exactly remember or recognize her, but she remembered me. So that's worth something. And could be I'm dreaming, but it seemed like she was being a little on the flirty side just now. So I make a note of that. So I'm working with Aaron, the trainee from last night, and Steve. We were rolling with Keontae earlier. We'll probably talk more about that later. Right now I'm taking a car that I found underneath the ramp to the windshield chip area, and Steve ditched me because Steve, being Steve, he just doesn't seem to understand the concept that if you're driving the shag, you need to follow the person that's not driving the shag, and dropped me off, assumed that I could grab a car, and the car that I was trying to grab was locked. And at first I thought it was a lost key thing, but it was something different, and I'll explain it later. And it all had to do with the one woman who does returns, who I'm always mentioning, over at Dollar, that looks like she's younger than me, that's actually notably older than me, and I'm gonna have to go back to vlogs when I remembered her name, because I know I mentioned her name on the vlog, but right now I'm just kind of spitting my rein. I'm just gonna work like I'm solo. Eventually I'll catch back up with Steve and Aaron. Yeah, Aaron's already expressed his dissatisfaction with Steve and Keontae. I have no control over either of them. And I was probably just as bad because Steve recommended going to the chicken place over on 16th Street again, and I was hungry. The lunch that I had over at Ren. Oh, by the way, look, here's the lunch I had over at Ren. It was pretty good, but it wasn't very much. And I was hungry again. Anyway, I gotta get my ass back to work, as much as they're playing something that jams right now. Priscilla's being kind of snippy in the text messages right now. This is the right song for that. Gotta get up early in the morning and go to Ren. I have a pretty interesting night. I'm in a Honda of some kind. And for some reason I was thinking this was a Hyundai. I'm thinking probably just because of the way the gear shift is lined up. Anyway, I'm getting ready to try something new here. I've got the my flash drive adapter with my SD card out of my little forklift speaker. Back up. I'm wanting to see if I can get it to play. So I put it in the little USB port in the center console, and the red light came on. My mom used to have a Kia Forte, and if I plug a flash drive into it, it would play MP3s off of it. Let's see, we got a button that says source. I do have an option for USB. And here we go. Wow, that worked. Ah! Nice. Hell yeah. On that note, hey, there's a video on this channel of me singing this song at the Wander Inn. So try to remember to put that in the video description. So check it out. This is my jam.
Take a look around.
8:10 on the Saturn clock, so 8:15. I already took my half-hour break. As I mentioned earlier, Steve and I went to the chicken place. I don't know the name of it. It's in Spanish, although the woman in there speaks perfect English. But the TV's always on. In fact, the TV was on news in Spanish. I'm not fluent in Spanish, but I know enough Spanish that I can usually watch news on a Spanish TV station and get the gist of it. Especially TV news, because there's enough visuals and covering some kind of accident over at, oh man, now I don't remember. I recognized the place the moment they said it and they were showing an accident. I recognized the place before he even said where they were, but now I'm drawing a blank on what it was. But anyway, yeah, I got a half bird. It's like $11 there for half a chicken, and that is quite possibly the best chicken I've ever got anywhere. I'm sure they're cooking it, over flame grill. It's so good. And it comes with tortillas and other stuff. But yeah, Steve made me a deal I just couldn't refuse. He said he really needed some hot sauce. Yes, I had hot sauce. I'm like, they don't carry hot sauce. But you think I had hot sauce in my purse? It's like, hey, you should go to the chicken place and give me your hot sauce. Because they give you a bunch of salsa with it. Because that's kind of a traditional thing with pretty much any Mexican food place, like just salsa with everything. But their chicken is so good. If the chicken was bland, I'd be putting it in salsa to kind of give it some kick. But the chicken is so good, I don't want to put anything on it. Now, at some point, I'll probably dip the corn tortillas in the salsa. If I don't use them for something else, I haven't even ate them. I wolfed down that whole half a chicken in like maybe 15, 20 minutes after we got back to the shop. We were in and out pretty quick. It wasn't busy like the last time we went there. But anyway, right now I'm just taking my 10-minute break, and I need Mountain Dew. I am tired, and to finish off the shift, I'm gonna need some caffeine and sugar to keep me kicking. I have got too much shit in my pockets right now, and I've got a Tesla with a whole bunch of change, like several dollars worth of change in its center console. Like, there was so much change in it, there was 4 of us moving around in the shag, so there was just no way I could grab all that change and put it in my pocket with that many drivers waiting on me. But I'm getting ready to go back and pump up the line. So, oh yes, the change in the Tesla, that is my tip. It will be mine. So, apparently after his break, Aaron got so frustrated he went rolling by himself, kind of like I did the night I got, well, it was a week ago, the night I got all pissed off at Steve. I think that's good for him. If he can stay busy and work that way, I fully support that. I think after the stuff that went down and the conversations that we had with Rob, that I'm going to stay productive with Steve. And so far tonight, I feel like I've stayed bloody productive with Steve. Now, granted, I've been subjected to a lot more sports radio than I'd like to be subjected to, but I'm in such a good mood, it's not even really bringing me down. Not that I'm really paying attention to the Suns versus Lakers game, but it's coming on soon. I've been hearing the pregame stuff for it. Steve said he was taking a break to eat. I just need to get some Mountain Dew, get caffeinated. I can't believe I saw that woman, Rain, again today. And like, I'm just thinking, wow, absolutely gorgeous woman checking in cars up here at Dollar. I don't think I've seen her before, but I thought that was wild. Like, she remembered me, and she kind of approached me up there. So that's always a good sign. Anyway, yeah, I'm going up to bump the line. I'm hoping at some point I'll connect up with Aaron later tonight without Steve. However, I'm not too worried about it. I can kind of roll. However, it's not too overly busy, so I know no matter how we go about doing our work, it should be no problem getting it all done by 10:30. I think I might have spoiled him yesterday by pretty much after the other drivers bailed out, I let him drive a Ford Explorer because he said he really liked the Ford Explorers, and we just happened to get one with an F-stop, in for PMs. And there were plenty of cars in that needed PMs, so it was not a problem to use that one as a shag. So I think it kind of spoiled him, like listening to his music off his smartphone and driving the shag and me getting out and moving all the cars. And I think he was thinking it was going to be like that tonight. And I mean, obviously Steve's going to drive the shag because Steve can barely walk. Aaron is super young. I'm guessing he's probably 21, 22. He might be younger than that. Yeah, he's completely able-bodied. Now, if push came to shove, I am curious which one of us could walk farther. I think I could keep up with the kid. But anyway, I got to get back to work. So I almost feel wrong for this car, but they scraped the paint off it and popped the trunk up, which means the shop cleared it to go out. But as soon as I started it up, and it's a Hyundai Elantra, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's an older Hyundai Elantra. And got about 51,000 miles on it, I think. 41, something like that. Well, that was awkward. In fact, there's been a lot of awkward since that little bit of video got cut off. Trying to shoot video on Obamaphone 3. I do believe this phone is using the internal memory, and I don't know how well that's going to work. That thing's still a mess. I'm pretty damn hungry, and I don't think I have shit for food at home. Whatever, I got enough crap at home. I'll get by. Part of me wants to go over to QT and get a sandwich or a wrap or something, but I think I got enough crap at home. I can put something together. It's December 6th right now. This is not a great place to leave a Lime scooter, by the way. It's December 6th right now. And I do believe it was clear back in October 10th that I got the HelloFresh box that had 3 different meal kits in it. 2 of them went to Priscilla's. She made one of them. God knows what she did with the other one. It also had some muffins. I ate those muffins right away. And the 3rd meal kit is still in my fridge. I would imagine most of those ingredients are crap by now. The chicken went in my freezer. And chicken in the freezer lasts a while, so I'm sure chicken's still fine. But yeah, I'm probably not going to use it with the recipe that was made. And it's frozen chicken. What am I doing with that tonight? Not a damn thing. Wow, what is going on here? So, walking behind the Costco, and yeah, the homeless people that used to loiter over here, they're gone. I mean, I see somebody walking over there, but You know, I mean, I'm walking over here. Walking is not necessarily a sign of homelessness. I walk quite a bit. And if you're wondering why I'm walking, I guess I'm going to try to explain in the short walk I have home from here what happened. Oh, there's totally somebody living in that van. Probably a homeless person living in that van. And you know what? That van's nicer than any vehicle I own, so I can't really diss them for that, other than I'm glad I still have my apartment and I'm not down to living in a vehicle. But if I was going to live in a vehicle, I'd be hard-pressed to do a whole lot better than that van. So props to them for that. Oh, where was I going with this? I don't know. I've had a few too many to drink. But hey, I'm not driving. I'm just walking down Oak Street, so I'm good. I left my car at Hertz, which reminds me, I think it was the very first day I worked there, maybe the second day I worked there. I left my headlights on, and I was so paranoid about leaving my car in the parking lot for fear it might get towed. I'm not worried about it tonight. I think that beat up plastic car is being seen by enough people that even if they don't know it's my car, they know it belongs there. It's not going to get towed. It'll be there when I get to work tomorrow. And I think Keontae left his vehicle there too tonight. On a complete side note, he was meeting some friend of his over at the SkyTrain station inside the rental car center, and I don't know what they were doing, but you know, that's cool. I mean, people shouldn't be completely married to their cars to the point they can't just, you know, leave them somewhere and go on with their lives without them. Somebody's riding some kind of gas-powered scooter bike thing with zero lights. I guess he did a U-turn and went back, so that's straight up a joyride. I'm actually cool with little vehicles like that. I love little vehicles like that. I do wish he had some lighting, though, because the fact he's rolling without lights is a little dangerous. Not like I couldn't hear him coming. I think everybody in the neighborhood can hear him coming. Wow, check this out. The first building, I think this one's actually called Oak Park Apartments or something like that. This is where the community pool is that I have access to with my apartment that I haven't used in years, as well as the community laundry room. And Obamaphone 3 is probably recording it terribly, but looks like the residents in this building have really done it up with the Christmas lights. Now, I used to do Christmas lights on my apartment, but it's been a few years.